This is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 232. Welcome. Well, a day later than I usually post. I usually post on Thursdays for my regular Yarnjoy podcast episodes, but yesterday was Thanksgiving here in the States, and so I took that day off, and so here I am on Friday doing my video. Okay, so I have some finished objects to show you and just one works in progress, but then some upcoming things I want to talk about. Okay, so for my finished objects, last week I was showing you that I was almost finished with the nesting basket set. This is a pattern that is in the Crochet World magazine. It is the most recent one. I don't think I wrote it down, but it's the most. I think it's either October or the November. Yeah, I've already put the magazine up on the shelf. But anyway, it's the most recent one. It's called the Fall Harvest Animals Nesting Bowls. I think that's what it's called, but I'll put a link below in the description box to these if I can find it. Yeah, I'll put a link. Anyway, I finished them, so I wanted to show you. They nest together very well. This is going to be a baby baby gift for somebody that is doing a nursery of woodland animals, and so I just thought it was such a cute set of bowls or baskets, and I thought they could use it for something in the nursery. So anyway, the largest one, as you can see, is a bear. Okay, this is all done in Red Heart Super Saver. The baskets part is done with two strands of yarn held together to make it sturdy. Okay, and then the little ears and the muzzle, all that is done with single strands of yarn. Okay, so there is the bear. Okay, and then the next one is the fox. Now there's a kind of a typo. If you do if you have that magazine and there's a little typo of as far as telling you about the rounds for the fox, I think it was. Yeah, because I was going to do the fox next, and so I went too far and made it too big, and so I had to end up switching it from the little size to making the fox being the medium size. There is one typo. It just says like you're supposed to repeat the rounds of the bear, the circle, the bottom part, and you're supposed to repeat it until you have, I think it's rows 1 through 6, and it said 1 through 7, and it should have been 1 through 6. And so anyway, my circle ended up being one row increases larger, and so it ended up turning out to be the medium-sized basket. And so I just left it like that and went on with it because I didn't realize that until I was already going up the sides, and I didn't want to rip it back. So my version has the fox being the medium size instead of the little one. Okay, and then I did go ahead and put the buttons. These are like, I think they call them mushroom buttons. It's like a half sphere with a little shank on the back. They're actually buttons, not safety eyes. And for some reason in the pattern they had the not safety eyes, these buttons for the raccoon, which is the little one I'm about to show you, and the bear. But the eyes that they had for the fox, they just had like stitched on eyes, like sleepy eyes, stitched on, which, yeah, it's like a V, upside down V or something they had for the eyes. And I just decided to go ahead and use the same, because I've got like a bag of these buttons off of Amazon's where I got the buttons. Oh, and I'll put a link below in the description box where the buttons that I ordered. Okay, so anyway, I decided to do that for the eyes of the fox. Okay, so that is the fox basket or bowl. And then the smaller one is the raccoon. So here is my version of the raccoon. Okay, and so like I said, I actually followed the bottom part for the smaller one, which was the fox in the pattern, because I had already made this one and ended up being the medium one. Anyway, I switched them around and accommodated it. But I think they're so cute. Now that was the only typo that was in the pattern. So just make sure that if you do that, when you're working on the raccoon, you need to end up with, I think, 63 stitches around for your increase. And yeah, 63, which is this one. And then for the fox, which was supposed to be the smaller one, you're supposed to end up with 54. So one less increase round. Okay. So anyway, there are my bowls that I made, and I think they turned out really cute. And I'm going to, like I said, give them as a gift for. She is actually the daughter of a friend of mine that's having a baby, and so I'm going to pass them along to her. So there you go. So that's finished object number 1, big long explanation. Okay, finished object number 2 is the Among Us character. This is a Christmas gift for my great niece. Okay, so I had made this one for my great nephew. My little great nephew, okay? And then the little sister, I was gonna make the purple one for her, and for some reason they came out smaller. This one came out smaller than this one. I hope that they don't notice that too much. But they're only 3 years old, so hopefully not. But anyway, this is for my great nephew. This is for my great niece. My niece, their mom, requested these for Christmas gifts and told me what color to make them. So I've made one this size also in red. I did that in the beginning of the year for my other great nephew, which is the older brother of these. So anyway, finish this. And I will put links below in the description box where the patterns can be found, okay? Okay, and the only other thing I have finished object, now I've showed this, if you're watching my Stitch Your Library series, I showed this in that on Wednesday as a finished object. Since it's a finished object, I'm going to go ahead and show it on here for those that may not have seen that video. Okay, so it is the Diamond Overlay Scrap Gan. I finished that, so let me show you that. So there is that. And this is also was in one of my Crochet World magazines, but I did find it. You can find this on ePattern Central, where you can just buy the individual pattern, and it's like $2.99, but they have sales a lot. So sometimes you can catch patterns, digital patterns, for $1 or $1.99. You know, so. Get on their email list. That way you can catch when they have digital patterns on sale, which they do that quite often. So anyway, I'll put a link below for that scrap gan, okay? And so that's my finished objects, okay? For works in progress, I just had one. I just wanted to start something new, and well, I have something else that I finished, but I can't show that. That's going to be a Christmas gift, and can't show that. But I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll talk about it after Christmas, okay? So besides that, I've been kind of looking around for some other little small Christmas gifts that I can make as well, but I'm not working on anything at the moment. I mean, besides that one I finished. But so I just wanted to start something. I didn't have a baby blanket on the go yet, and I've still got all these cakes back here, and I wanted the mandala cakes, and so I wanted to do something that I could use up some of that. So I am doing I'm working on this baby blanket. It's called the Whitbee blanket, and it is on the Lime Brand website, and you can find it through Ravelry, but it's from Lime Brand. And I have made this before, and so I will pop in a picture right here of what's going to look like when I'm finished. So that is the Whitbee blanket. It's just a all-in-one pattern, and it's real good. I've made that pattern before, and it's really good with these self-striping yarns. And so I am actually using the same one that the picture shows. I believe, yeah, that's a stock picture. I think they call it that. Comes with the pattern. But anyway, that's the colorway I'm using, which is the Lime Brand Mandala Unicorn. And so this is how much I've gotten so far. At the moment, it's just a solid, like a solid granny square. I mean, you're just going around and you're doing double crochets. And I have to do this for like 26 rounds or something like that. And then there's a little more different stitches, a little more interest to it. But anyway, I enjoy just working on it. It's real, it's pretty mindless, when you get the hang of it. And something to work on just to when you're watching TV or video or something. And here is the colorway. See, so it is I started with the pink, and then it turned into white, and then it's going to go into some grays, and then it will have the pink repeating again. Here is kind of the striping, the colorway. And I have like 3 of these cakes, I think, at least 3, because I know I had maybe 2, and then I had bought a, what do you call them? Mill ends, there you go, from Lion Brand, where you get like 3 of mill end of the mandalas for like $10 or something. And I did that, and one of the ones I received was the unicorn colorway. So I have like at least 3. I don't think I've got 4. I think I've got 3 of these. And so I wanted to go ahead and you know, use some of it. This is the first time I've ever used the unicorn colorway. And this blanket uses about, when I did it before, I used the Lion Brand, not mandala, but the cupcake, which is same weight, 3 weight yarn. And it used about 1.5 cakes. And so I should at least finish this up and piece of another cake. So if I've got 3 of them, I could technically make 2 of these. But anyway, I really like the way this turned out, and it's really soft. So there you go. It's not for anybody in particular. I've always thought it would be a good idea to have some baby blankets just kind of, you know, made up already, so that way I'll have a stash of them to give to people that are, you know, for baby shower gifts, last minute type thing. And so I always say that, and then I don't do it. or I will, but then I end up giving it to somebody, and then I don't have any. So, which is a good thing, but I do like to go ahead and have one on the go and have a few available. Okay. So that is my only works in progress that I've worked on. So let's go on to upcoming. Well, or upcoming and recent. So I just did Stitch Your Library number 6 on Wednesday, and I showed that blanket, the diamond overlay scrap gan I just showed you. And then I also talked about my new project and got started on my new project for that series. So I will link that video below in the description box, and you can check that out. See what I'm going to be working on next. Let's see, so this upcoming Wednesday is Movie and Stitch. I'm going to do the letter Y, or the movie that starts with the letter Y. And so check that video out and see my progress on my project that I've been working on through that series. So that series has almost come to the end. I have Y and Z, and then that'll be the end of it. So I have really enjoyed doing this series throughout this whole year, and finding movies that start with specific letters. Sometimes it's been a little bit hard, but it's been fun. So that is upcoming this next Wednesday, okay? And also Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, is December the 1st, so that means Vlogmas is going to be starting. And I have a few little things I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a swap with Valerie of Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. I will link her channel below in the description box. I've already sent her package off, so she has it. She told me she received it. The box that she sent for me is on its way. I think it's supposed to be at the post office by today or tomorrow. So I keep checking the tracking, so then I'll know when to go pick it up. And then of course we will have to hold on to the box until December the 1st before we can open it and start looking inside. And so we will be having something to open, some little package to open each day for the month, so that's going to be really fun. And 3 days a week it's going to be a special challenge package, so that's going to be fun. So stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 1, and I'll describe a little bit more about what that's going to be, okay? And so I was thinking what else I could do. I know last year I watched a Christmas movie each day for Vlogmas and talked about it, and you know which movie I watched, and I think I'm going to do that again. I really enjoyed that, and I think there's other people that like that, and they watch, some people watched the movie along with me, so that was fun. And so I'm going to do that. have a Christmas movie each day, and I was looking around my craft room trying to straighten things up, and I have got so many scrap balls right now. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to also, during this Vlogmas, I'm going to be making squares and rectangles. They're granny squares and rectangles. And what I'm going to be doing is I have a crochet along that I did 2 years ago. The tutorials, I'll link it below the playlist I have for it if anybody wants to do this project along with me. But I'm going to be doing these squares. I think it's called Squares and Rectangles Granny. I have to look. I forget. But anyway, it's granny squares and granny rectangles, and they're put together. And I called it the Scrappy Granny Crochet Along or something. Anyway, it makes a really nice blanket or throw, however, you know, you can customize how big you want it, okay? And it just really, it's a really cool pattern. I enjoy putting it together. I've done this will be the third time I've made one. And so I will pop in a picture right here of one of the ones that I made, so then you can see what it looks like. So I think that's what I'm going to be making. I will be making the squares while I'm watching my Christmas movie for each day, and we'll see. I don't know if I'll get the whole entire thing done for Vlogmas, but I will hopefully make a pretty good dent in my crochet scrap balls, or I mean yarn scrap balls. So if anybody wants to come along with me and do this crochet along, it was fun. I had several people do it the last time I did this, and in fact I think some of them even made more than one blanket using the same pattern. So check it out. Like I said, I'll put the playlist down below in the description box so you can see the tutorials for each of the squares. I did a little different variation of the pattern. It's a Yarnspirations pattern, and I will try to find that and link it below. Well, it also is linked in that playlist. It's linked in each of the videos. But anyway, I did my squares a little bit differently, more of a basic type granny, and so if you want to follow those tutorials, they will be below, both in right and left-handed versions. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that for Vlogmas too, and then I don't know for sure if there's something else I'm going to be doing, but anyway, there's the kind of my ideas. So stay tuned for this upcoming Wednesday for Vlogmas Day 1, because it'll be December the 1st, and I hope you will follow along with me throughout the month as I am doing that. Okay, and let's see. Oh, and I just got another Feel Better Friend doll request. This time I'm going to be making a little boy doll, so I need to get started on that. Okay, and I'm going to be making the Winnie the Pooh blanket. If you've been following along, you know that I did a corner to corner classic Winnie the Pooh blanket for a baby shower gift, and it turned out so cute, but it turned out really big. And so I've recently discovered that there's some friends of ours at our church, their son and his wife are having their first baby at Valentine's, and their nursery theme is classic Winnie the Pooh. Somebody else doing that nursery theme. And so I really want to make that blanket again. Let me pop in a picture right here of that Pooh blanket that I made before. Okay, so that was the Pooh blanket, and I also put in the picture of the little Eeyore, the stuffed Eeyore that I made, which is the classic version Eeyore, and I'm thinking I'm going to do that one again too, because he turned out really cute. But anyway, so that Pooh blanket, I did corner to corner version, and it turned out really big. It's cute, but I really wanted it a little bit smaller. You know, it turned out really big for a baby's blanket. And so I'm thinking I printed the chart out again. I bought the chart off of Etsy, and I'll put a link below in the description box. It wasn't very much, $2 or $3 or something like that. It wasn't much. And so I printed the chart out again, and so this time I think I'm going to do the regular Grafgan, where you just go back and forth and do single crochets. I think I'm going to do it that way, and I figure I'll see how many stitches across when I get started, how wide that is, and then I might then if I think it's too small, I can always do a border around it. In fact, if you've been watching me, I did an elephant blanket. Oh, I'll just pop that picture right here and you can see that one too. So I did that elephant blanket, and it has a pretty nice border around the whole entire thing. And so I'm thinking maybe I will use that border, but have the Pooh image in the middle. I might do that. We'll see. But I think it's going to be fun, and I hope that you will follow along with me as I start working on that. And like I said, the baby is due Valentine's Day, so I need to start thinking about working on that pretty soon. Okay, I think that is it. Except that I do want to announce that I just got finished posting some bags, some project bags in my Etsy shop. And I just wanted to show you just some examples of the 3 different sizes of bags. I won't show you all the bags because some of them are they're similar but a little bit different. So they're all separate listings, but the sizes is the same, okay? So the first one I have is tote bags. Now, I've made this pattern before. I had some Christmas prints. No, last year I did the bag with fall prints, I think, but it's the same pattern. And then I did some purple ones. But anyway, here is the bag. There's some that have red straps. See? And there is a snap closure. And there is a open pocket on the inside. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, so I have these available. Like I said, some of them are with red straps, and then some of them have green straps, okay, with the green bottom. And then they all have pockets in the same pattern. And they have a little bit different variation as far as the order of these vertical stripes, a little bit here and there, but basically they're the same. And so I have 5 of those available right now, and they're in my Etsy shop. Okay, so I have those, that size, and then I have 5, I think, of this zippered bag here. Let me take this. This is just the number I have for it. But I have 5 of these bags. They're a zippered bag, and it's a pretty nice size. And they're lined. No pockets on the inside. And I did put a little zipper pull that I added to it, and it can be taken off to use as a progress keeper if you want to. But I have 5 of these, and 4 of them are Christmas prints, and one of them is not Christmas, not a Christmas print. Okay, they are lined with fusible fleece, so that makes them stiffer, and so they'll stand up on their own. Okay, so I have, like I said, 5 of these, and then I have only 2 of this smaller size. Oh my. Take the number off of it. Okay, so I have 2 of the smaller size. It's made the same as this, okay? It's just a smaller size, okay? But it's the same pattern, okay? Lined, has the zipper pull, also progress keeper. This is the print that's non-Christmas. The other one is a Christmas print, and I just have 2 of these small ones, okay? So if you're interested, go over and check out them. This is the first time I've actually listed products that were not digital patterns in my Etsy shop, so I'm excited about that. Okay, that is it. I might have a couple of amigurumis that I put in that I'm thinking about putting in there, but they're not in there at the moment, so you can just keep an eye out to see if I get them up there or not. But anyway, that is, I think that's it. All the announcements and everything going on. Lots of upcoming stuff. So I think that's it. So thank you so much for every new subscribers that I've received. Thank you so much. And those that have been with me from the beginning, I appreciate you all. And if you haven't subscribe, please consider subscribing to my channel and follow me along as I work on projects, many varieties, a variety of different crocheted projects and tutorials and things that I put out. So I really appreciate it if you would subscribe and follow me along. I love talking about yarn and crochet and all that with like-minded people that enjoy listening and looking at crocheted items as well, or crafting things. I have a Facebook group. Check out Yarnjoy Podcast on Facebook. We have a great time over there. And yep, I'm looking at my notes here. That's it. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, those that are in the States, and some great family time. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.